Hey, what's going on? Beast Mode Brandon back again. Happy Tuesday. Hope you guys are having a blessed one. Man, today was amazing in the stock market. I loved it. What better way to top it off with the money green Beast Mode gear? You know what I mean? All right, let's get ready to rock and roll now. First and foremost, I thank you your time. I value it. Before we dive in, does anybody have any specific questions? Any specific questions?
Got a question on Amazon. What do you think about it? Holding it for a couple weeks.
Amazon, you got a question on Amazon. All right, let's take a look at it. Amazon to me, it is extremely bullish. The problem in my eyes is we can't continue to push straight up without getting a pullback, right? Then if I come over here and I bring up another chart, I could pull up Swing Master Pro, which I do use. All right, so our candles are green. So that is extremely strong. So kind of what we are talking about, something that I like to do. If we're green, like check this out. We just went from 118 up here to 145. 18, 28, 38, 48, basically. That's 30 points in less than a month, right? That is a straight up move, you know? I could definitely see something like Amazon potentially coming back down here to this support, right? Before maybe coming back to the upside, or we may simply continue to rip up. And if you remember, we talked about the seasonality aspect of Amazon this month, and this month's very strong. So November 1st, what do we get right here? And what went up, right? So it's almost taking candy from a baby. So and kind of what we are talking about right here, you got that last buy way down here on Swing Master Pro. What we talked about is something that I'm noticing, and like I said, we're going to do a little bit more in-depth class. But if your candles are green and you got 3 or more consecutive down candles, 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm taking the breakout right here, and I'm targeting the next high, and look what happens. Guess what? 1, 2, 3. You break out right there. I'm targeting a break of that high. Did not break the low. There's another winner. Right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got the breakout right there. There's your stop. I'm targeting this high. And guess what? Earnings did put us right on up there. It is pretty crazy, but being standard, you know me, always trying to get us into the best plays. You asked my opinion on Amazon. I'm very bullish on Amazon. I actually have shares of Amazon at the 112 level. So I'm pretty happy with that. You know, anything above 112, I love Amazon. I'm just not fully sure that I would personally like to take a swing trade on that right now. I think we should at least come back to the moving averages, because the averages are kind of like magnets. So, I mean, I could see us coming down here maybe to 140, 142 ish, or maybe trading sideways before making that next expanding move to the upside. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
So, I would not be in any rush to get into Amazon. If you do want to get into Amazon, once again, you know, one of my tools that I like to use on TradingView, Swing Master Pro. I come here, and if I'm trying to get into it, no, I notice we're all green. So I come here to like a 30-minute chart, and I'll wait for us to get the next buy signal. So today's look like a huge bull flag, or potentially come here to the 4-hour chart and wait for us to get a buy signal as well. So it's just completely overextended to me, but that's just me knowing that the strength is up. Come here to a 15-minute chart and also take the buys. You get nice juicy moves to the upside. You can take a swing trade position, and anytime you go into profits, a significant amount, you can kind of go risk free. Absolutely, absolutely. So, all right. Anybody have any other questions?
Did you already go over what to look for when you want to take a swing trade with the Swing Master Pro? Like what some of the characteristics are okay, where you start out at. Like for instance, when we're looking at the alligator here, um and you want to take a call or a put, then what you need to be looking at initially to start with for your entry.
Absolutely. So I have a general rule of thumb, and that's a good question, Stephanie. I appreciate it. So we're just gonna visualize on this little section right here, right? Me personally, when I like to take a position, I like when the all right, I'm gonna ask you this. Over this last little recent up run, what do you see right there? You see we're above the alligator, right? And when we get below the alligator right here, what do you see? What characteristic do you see of that? Don't even look at any of the other tools that I have. Just real simple. Guess what? If we're below the alligator, a lot of times we expand to the downside. If we are above the alligator, a lot of times we expand to the upside. Let me show you a couple examples. Right here, we close underneath all of our moving averages right here at $94. You know me, I'm a breakdown trader. I would like to take a breakdown right here. 1, 2, the third day we do. Do we expand down to get one winning trade out of this trend? Absolutely we do. Then we get above the alligator right here. I like to take the breakout, right? What do you see? We price pushes up. Guess what? If you only taken one trade on it, there's another winner. So now we have 2 winners. We break down, we're underneath it, but then we immediately pop right back up. We break out. There's 3 winners. And keep it super simple. We have other techniques to get into the trade. We get underneath the alligator. We get a breakdown. Price pushes down. There's 4 winners. We get above the alligator here. We fail to break out. We come back under. We break down. There's 5 winners. We break out. There's 6 winners. Keeping it super simple. I personally, or I should say for me, I like when the price is above all of the alligator moving averages or below all the alligator moving averages. For me, that shows me extreme strength or weakness. And essentially, I mean, you can use the alligator on any time frame, right? You go to the 5-minute chart, and it's the same thing. You get underneath the alligator, right? All the moving averages, we push down. You get above it, we push up, right? Same thing. We get underneath it, we push down. You just got to understand your time frames and what you're trying to do with it in a sense of how long you should be able to, or I shouldn't say you, I should say for me, I need to understand the time frames that I'm looking at and what my objective is on that specific trade. Knowing that on a 5-minute chart, I may only be holding it for 5 or 10 minutes at a time. On a daily chart, I may be holding it for 4, 5, 6, 7 days. So taking the appropriate expiration really plays a crucial part, right? So like one of the stocks that I was in last week was Roku right here, right? And I got stopped out for my runner. Why? Because I didn't have enough time. Look where Roku's at right now. It's way above my entry. I took a trade. I think I alerted the trade. I think it was right here. Swing Master Pro. I took it. Price expanded up. That was a grand slam day. And it continued to push up higher. But since I only had 1 week of expiration time, my day trade or my short-term swing trade turned into me holding it. I actually got stopped out somewhere over here, even though it didn't come back down to the share price. I was getting caught up in time decay, and look what happened. Price push right back to the upside, and it was another winning trade. Nonetheless, I'm not mad that I've taken a winning trade on it, but on the runner, I just wasn't thinking. I was like, man, I need to get a grand slam. So here's the Roku, or I was trying to get the grand slam. Here's the Roku trade. We got that buy alert right here, 79 in 1 day. It went up to 86. I got stopped out on my majority bulk of my position right here. I think I only made like $500-600. And then on the 3rd or 4th day, I was like, man, I was so mad that I didn't sell out in that day because that was about a $2,000 day. And I let that runner go all the way back because I was expecting it to run up to here. Because if I look at previous structure, I was like, man, this thing's coming up to about right here at least. Took my eyes off the trade, and I gave a lot back through the time decay. But it's all good. You know what I mean? And what can you do? You know, you can't get them all. But here is a perfect example of what we were talking about with another re-entry. You got a high, lower high, lower high, lower high. You got the breakout right there. Greedy because we can always get a whole bunch of different plays. You know what I'm saying? So like right here, even though we're red, you got your high, 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 high. You take your breakdown right here. There's your stop out. Guess what? Price rockets to the downside. You know what I mean? So, hey, we got the juice, right? We got the juice. You just got to take the trades, and then just for just to put it out there, you know me, I do post the alerts in the Discord every trade that I'm specifically taking. So um, I do see a good there. You know, any other stocks you guys want to take a look at before we run down and get some money stocks? All right. So what I like to do each and every day, I like to look at the three major markets. We're extremely overvalued on Dow. I call Dow bullish right here at 11.2. It's 11.14. Very, very strong for the Dow Jones top 30 stocks. DIA is the ETF of the Dow Jones. This is very, very bullish, in my opinion. You go to the Qs. We called the Qs breakout over here. And guess what happened? Price is up a lot. I know everybody made a lot more money than me personally, but once again, I'm not mad with the green bag, right? So I think the NASDAQ tech companies, they are very, very strong right now as well. That brings us into our second to last ETF, SPY. It's the same exact thing. We're above all the moving averages, extremely strong. I think SPY's headed up here to 451, 453, and then we going back to that 52-week high, potentially, you know. So coming into the last 2 weeks of the month, you look at the report, I believe it is that's October's. Let me see if I have this report. I do have it. I just don't know if I'm prepared to show it right now. Not sure if I deleted it by accident. That's October. That's February. That's the wrong one. That's March. Yeah, I don't have it pulled up right now. So I believe the last 2 months or the last 2 weeks are maybe kind of flat and bring us into December with the Santa rally. So yeah, Richie. Yes, sir. Yeah, we'll go over it then. We'll go over it then. So the last one I like to talk about is IWM. This thing broke out. I think Jamar posted it, made like $200 million or something like that in today alone for the small caps. That is the Russell 2000. IWM is the ETF for that. We're above everything. I'll actually be looking for a breakout for this again tomorrow to the upside. I'm putting this on the list, right? So another technique we have, which we are all elite, right? We use this breakout tool. If we are above all of our averages and we get our first green box, we good. And if we get below all of our averages and we get our first red box right here, price expands down. Red box, price expands down. We get a reset, another red box, price expands down. You get another red box right here, price expands down. Guess what? We're above everything. We got our first green box. With what I just told you, what do you think should happen? Should we expand down or should we expand up? More than likely, we're probably expanding to the upside, right? So those are the major markets I like to take a look at. Another thing I like to do is I like to fire up the scanners because we are all elite. And we'll see what happens. I'll try to find some stocks for us over here. And I'll give you back your night. But let's see what the scanner got, see if it's broke. If we go to you like to swing trade, yeah, I'll show you. Give me Richard, give me a stock, a random one, and we're about to ping this into the Discord as well. So if you don't personally have this, no worries. We're all going to be able to leverage it together. Oh yeah, IWM we're looking at
Tesla.
Tesla. All right, so now we got our first heads up bar. If we break out tomorrow, we're probably going to get a buy because what's nice about this tool that I like to use, Swing Master Pro, it takes a couple different things into consideration, right? And we'll look at Tesla next. So like what happens is price has a high, lower high, lower high, lower high, and then we break out. Why did we get a buy right there? Well, it takes into consideration of volume, market structure, and a couple other things. We got this buy right here, and guess what? There's the winner. Price comes down. We got another buy here. This will be your stop loss, and it pushed up, and we're still in an uptrend. Then we come up, we come up, we come up, we come up, we break this. Guess what? We got a sell alert. We come down, come back up. We got another sell alert here. We come back down, we come back down, we come back down. We just closed above this. What do you think is coming, right? It makes trading simplified, so you don't really have to overthink your trades. But that's the power of it. All right, so just so you know, you called Tesla. We are on the daily time frame chart.
Now,
And
look, before you roll on now, look on that you're looking at your heat map too, right? On that IWM where you closed out on the daily, you may be moving into, you're looking at the heat map. So down on the daily, we got a blue buy. So I mean, it's not guaranteed, but and tomorrow we got PPI pre-market 7:30, I believe, Central Time. But so that's what you're looking at too. You're counting that in as
yeah,
confluence.
so what I do, Stephanie, if the daily says buy, then I'll get down to a smaller time frame and I'll be like, all right, if the 5 minute gives me a buy, I'm trying to
Okay,
take that. You get what I'm
I got
saying?
you. Okay,
So then if the 5 minutes a buy and I'm not getting any signals, I'll go down to the 2 minute chart and I'll take every single buy on the 2 minute chart. There's one
okay,
buy, there's another buy, and there's another buy. Guess what? That's trading made simplified. You know what I'm saying?
okay, I got you. All right.
Absolutely. So now we look at Tesla. So the daily is a sell, but everything else is a buy. So we know that it is potentially coming up. All right. So quick little rules, right? Quick little rules is like this, right? So you're going to get a heads up bar and then a potential buy signal, a heads up bar, and a potential sell signal, right? Now, this isn't guaranteed you're making thousands of % return, but it is going to make you consistent. And if you just go risk-free after you get a certain move, then I would classify as a winner. So if this move right here went from 274 and hit a high of 279, is that enough money for you to consider Tesla as a winning trade? Well, you could say, what do you guys say? Is 5 points for you plenty of money?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, think about it. If you get Tesla and the delta is
Especially with
30
Tesla.
cents and it moves 5 points, you just made $150 for one contract. So for me, this is how I would gauge something like that. I'd come here, I'd come to my trade tab, and I would look at Tesla. Let me see here. Oh, why did that freeze? Let me see here. All right, that was weird. So we look at Tesla right here, and this is 2 weeks of expiration time, and you could see something like this. 5-point move. You go. This is 2 weeks of time. Say you go out 10 points. You buy a contract for $248, and it moves 30 cents. There's $150. That 5-point move, that's over 50%. You follow me? So that's over 50% ROI. So I would say 20 and 30% is pretty attainable pretty easily. So I would go on to say I'm going risk free if Tesla moves $2 or more, right? SPY, if it moves $2 or more, I'm going risk free. So what we can see here is we'll go back an extended period of time and just using this, waiting for the signals to present themselves. We'll go back. We'll just keep going back. All right, right here is a buy, right? Did we move 2 points? Yep, we made like 4 or 5 in one day, 6 in a couple days. So there's one winner. Then we get a sell right here. Price pushes down way more than 2 points, right? That actually pushes about 16 or 17 points. There's 2 winners. There's a buy. There's 3 winners. This sell, and this is why I say you can't be greedy. In one day, right? One day, this went from 336 down to 326. That's 10 points. put a yes in the box if you go risk free. I'm going to put a yes because that's why I use a trail stop limit, so I don't have to sit here all day long. So right now we're 1, 2, 3. With that winner, there's 4 winners. This sell, there's 5 winners. This buy, 6 winners. This sell, 7 winners. This sell, 8 winners. This buy, 9 winners. This sell got stopped out for a loser. Why? Because it fell about $2, not quite. And then my previous candle is my stop out. So in the second day, I'm getting stopped out. So we have what, 8 winners now and 1 loser. Then we get a sell here. This actually is a grand slam one. So this one actually fell from 265 to 250. That's 15 points in 2 days. So we were 8-1. There's 9-1. Keep going. 10-1. Sell. 11-1. Buy. 12-1. Buy. This right here. 12-1. 74 to 79. 13-1. Sell. 14-1. Buy. 15-1. Sell. 16-1. Sell. 17-1. And we'll just leave it at that. Put a 1 in the box if you'd be happy with the 17-1 win rate. And that's how easy it is, right? And that's just on Tesla. So you know I didn't rig it because I do trade Tesla, but I don't swing trade it a lot. But now I'm going to because I know when we get a buy signal, that's easy money. The same reason why we took SPY yesterday, even though the news was coming out this morning, my stop out was still the previous bar's low, which was right here. So worst case scenario, I would have taken about a $6 move on the share side as a loss. Guess what? That's where risk management comes into play. So that's the power of Swingmaster Pro. I don't want to dive too deep into it, but we all have it inside our arsenal. It will be uploaded into the Discord, so y'all can be happy. All right. So we don't have a lot of stocks on the put side, so we're gonna have to pull something out of our arsenal, right? Let's see what we got here. Let's get our weekly hitters list and see what we got. All right, we got Home Depot for a call. So this scanner, we wait for a breakout and we get our first green dot. Home Depot did have earnings, so that thing was looking good. If it breaks the high of today, let's see what else we got. I mean, we got what's DUK? DUK, Duke Energy. I don't like that one. AEP, E or XEL. What is that? XEL. I think that's Energy. Excel Energy. Oh, this is a textbook pattern right here. This is what I like. I like when price breaks out, resets into moving averages, and starts expanding to the upside. So I do like this. So we're going to put this one on. Tuesday hitter list. We got XEL calls above today's high. Let me move myself out the way. Today's high is 60.50, so I'm going to go with 60.52. Confirm that we broke above it. There's one stock that I like. What else we have on this?
Are you
Foot Locker.
recommending it, Brandon, out at the open or at the opening range breakout?
Right here. So I'm gonna put my alert right here. At or above 52.
The high of the day.
Today's high, which is the 100% fib level. All right. Foot Locker. Foot Locker is potentially going to break out as well. This is a cheapie. We'll keep an eye on Foot Locker here. What did I say? I like IWM. I really like IWM. IWM calls above. And sometimes when there ain't much on the scanner, I got to come out the woodworks. 178.49. And what else we got here? Macy's, Mac. Did I put Home Depot? Yeah, we're going to have to go with Home Depot. I do like Home Depot. Just got to break this. And if it does break, we got a lot of room to run to the upside. But yeah, I'm getting a scanner built for Swingmaster Pro, so we ain't never going to miss another swing trade. I'll tell you that. Be ready.
How long you hold these for, Bren? A week?
What'd you say?
How long do you hold these for that you're calling out?
Off this list?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
so,
that's the
That's
Just
a
to give
good
you
question.
FYI,
So,
so I could toot your horn, the one that you gave us the weekly hit list for,
yeah.
the Walmart and everything else.
Oh
In
yes, sir.
less
So
than
these
two
ones are the
days, I
same
made
exact thing as
1,500.
the.
So
What'd you say?
in less than 2 days, I made a 1,500 off of it. Not bragging, but your weekly hit lists come and play. All the puts, I'm 100% on it.
Man, you said 1,500, bro. How about dinner on you today?
I don't mind you right up the road from me, but I'm just saying I ain't get the all the calls that I did hit 100%. I'm waiting for the puts now, and I wanted to ask you for some other lists based on your opinion.
Gotcha. Fire away.
So Home Depot is another one you're saying. What would they have to break on that one?
So
What
I'm
number?
gonna post this right now.
Oh, my bad.
Discord. All the ones we go after, so you can see it. So like Home Depot needs to break today's high, which would be the 100% fib. So today's high is 289. Or no, I'm sorry. Today's high is 308.24. So it needs to break 308.26. I always like to break it like a cent or two above, just so I don't get pulled with the okie doke. You know what I'm saying? Where they run it back down. That's just me though. Yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm looking. That's what I'm looking for it to break. So I try to give you 3 calls and 3 puts, just a reward for showing up for class. But now I don't know if I have. We don't have anything on the put side, so I have to start coming away here and seeing what we have here in my toolbox. We got UPS. So I would like UPS for some shorts. We're still trending down, in my opinion. You got a high, lower high, lower high, unless we break this. So we could watch UPS tomorrow. See if we can find something different. Ford, Neo. We got Riot. Oh man, I hate to say this. Riot is not looking good if it breaks this. What's Mara doing? And these mirror Bitcoin. I actually like this one too. I like Mara because we're in no man's zone. So we could, if we break this high or this low, we're going to go one way or another. But we'll just keep this to be prepared. Mara puts below, and hopefully this doesn't happen. But if it does, we can be prepared. That's a good one. What do we got? What else do we got? XOM. Here's another good one. We're still trending down, and we're underneath all of our moving averages still. So if it breaks today's low, we should push down. XOM put below 103.85, and let's see if we can get one more stock. What's X doing? That's extremely bullish. RBLX Roblox, that's extremely bullish. Roku's bullish. DDOG, that's extremely bullish. DKNG, DraftKings, that is extremely bullish. Marriott, that's extremely bullish. HLT, what else we got? Macy's, that is bullish. FedEx. Oh man, FedEx is looking real prime for an upside break. All right, Steph, keep FedEx for tomorrow for us to day trade it. Keep FedEx on your watch list.
FedEx.
Yeah, remind
I
me
got
tomorrow.
you. I put it up there and I'll run it. I have it on my watch list.
Perfect. J&J is a good one. CSCO. What do we got here? Rivian. Oh, that's good. If it breaks low, it should push down. And we got a little cheapy list going on. T. EXP. What's Visa doing? Ripping. PYP.
I need Rivian to go up, man. I took Rivian off of earnings in December the 1st, and I need it to go up.
Hey, it's looking all right, but Oh man.
I needed to go up.
Yum. Not good. RCL Royal Caribbean. Man, you should think that should be tanking, right? American Airlines. Love, Southwest. Yeah, I don't know if I like it. SE, what's SE? Sea Limited. Never even heard of it. The thing tanked today. That's looking real good. GME. GameStop. There's one. GameStop. If it breaks that, then we'll have to watch it. GME puts below 1268, right? 1268. And we got that right there. And we got that right there. But other than that, hey, that is I'll be watching. I'm gonna post it in the chat. I will post it inside the Facebook group and Discord as well. And hey, let's make some money. Let's have fun doing it, right? Cheers. Happy Tuesday. Does anybody have any other questions?
Yeah, on the DCG report for tomorrow, it's bearish red Tuesday. Yeah. What's tomorrow? Wednesday. No, dip buy tomorrow.
Dip buy, gotcha. Futures is up right now too, so we'll have to see what
Yeah,
happens.
dip buy green tomorrow. Expect unexpected dip buy after the news. Mid-month turn Asian stocks.
Nice.
Yeah. Look, before you head out, I got one question for you.
What's up?
Okay, you got your Thinkorswim open. Just swing over to for example, just swing over to TGT to the option chain. Option, oh yeah, on the option chain window. Yep.
Oh, you want me to look at it on the option chain?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, just pick any of them, but right click into say the calls, a call.
TLT?
TGT. It don't matter. I'm just calling out a stock. And
all
click
right.
into the call. Right click. Go back, right click. Okay, go to buy custom. Buy custom. Come up there. Click OCO. Yeah, click there. Okay,
right.
now say I'm taking 5 contracts.
Yeah.
How do I handle each? Maybe let 4 of them go, or 2 of them go, and the rest of them be runners. I don't know how to add each individual contract because it only gives me those 3 breakdowns.
Yeah, so to be honest with you, I've never done it that way. What I do, if I buy 5 contracts, right, and I want 4 to run or 1 to run, I'll sell out my 4 contracts in one trail stop. So like instead of putting this down, I would just go like I'm to sell the order, right? And let's just say in your case, you got 5 contracts, right? Instead of selling all 5, I could sell 4 of them and put a trail stop at. So let's say I'm up $1. Say I want to secure the profits, and say I want to go in a 20-cent trail stop on 4 contracts. I would then confirm and send this and let it go, and then create another closing order, and then just do my last one where it says only 1, and then go in a trail stop with like 80 cents or something. You follow me?
Okay, I got you on there. But I was looking at the OCO bracket, because if I take say a swing trade off of a swing masters trade, I want to go in and you set my trail stops and walk away.
Yeah, so all right, so this is the problem with the bracket order. You can't have a trail. So when you do a bracket order, what you're trying to do, you can only have take profits and stop losses. Because you can only have one closing order on the bracket order. So it's not like futures where you can have the bracket, and then as it moves X number, then it deletes all the brackets and puts you in a trail stop. Thinkorswim, their bracket isn't as or what I want to say, as advanced. So
Okay.
what they told me is they said, I either got to do a bracket order, or if I want to do it in a trail stop, I then have to cancel my stop loss and my take profit on the bracket order, and then put in another order to put that in. So the only way that you could really do that is you have to use the trail stop limit with alerts. Like, that's what I do.
Okay. And I got it. I use that. I was just curious, because I ran a trade using it, and it didn't function the way I wanted it to. I had to end up canceling it and go ahead and.
Now, I'm not sure if you can put a stop limit in place and have a trailing stop limit in place as well, because the stop limit isn't necessarily a closing order, but you just can't do it simultaneously off the bracket order itself.
Okay, I got you. Well, that's what I was trying to do. So
yeah, now I don't think it's on futures you can.
Yeah, I tried it, but it didn't. When it should have triggered, it didn't, and so then I was like, man, I gotta go in. I was testing it out to see.
Yeah,
I thought maybe I was doing something wrong, but if it doesn't have that real functionality to it, I'm good.
Absolutely.
Hey, can you show us trail stop
appreciate
limit? Can you show us how to set that one up?
That's what I was about to ask him too. How do you do a regular one, like if you're buying content?
The trail
what are you trying to do?
There's trail stop limit. Can you show us how to set that up?
Yeah, so we're on target. So let's just say target. So let's say Swingmaster Pro gave us a buy, and we'll just say we buy one contract right here for $1,000, $1,070, right? And let's say that I have to go work on a house, or I'm going to the grocery store, or whatever I want to do. And let's say over the next 30 minutes it does absolutely nothing. But 5 minutes later, this thing shoots up 50% ROI, and then 20 minutes later, it comes right back down to entry. A lot of people will be like, well, how'd you get out of that trade? And this is the key right here. This is the secret. If you tell anybody, I'm going to hunt you down. Just kidding. But this is the secret right here. If I buy one contract for $1,070, right, I'm in one position. I then right-click this, and I create a closing order, which then would turn this box red, right? And since I bought one contract, this would be -1 instead of -10, right? So then I come over here to my order type, and you have to do it from the desktop. You cannot do this from your cell phone, unfortunately. You go over here to order, and you change it, and you go to trail stop limit. I'm going to keep it up here for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Everybody agree, put a 1 in the box. Trail stop limit. All right, we got some 1s in the box. There it is, trail stop limit. So now you're going to see the trail stop limit price, and you're going to see the TR, which is the trailing amount, right? So if I buy this contract, we'll just say $1,000, even though it's $1,070, and in 35 minutes you went away and news came out, and this $1,000 turned into $1,500. What you can do is you can put your limit price, and you could say, well, Brandon teaches me to go risk-free at 20% ROI. So at at $12, which is $1,200, that is 20% ROI profit. I'm going to go in a 50% trail stop to give it enough wiggle room, but also enough to keep profits. Then I come and press confirm and send. Now your order is out there. So guess what? So it'll do something just like this. You buy a contract right here at $10, and up here's your take profit, TP, and here's price. Price trades, goes up here, hits your TP, right? In this case, it'll be your trail stop limit. It then will put you into a trailing stop loss. So as it goes up, the stop loss order gets pulled up with it. It rolls over. Bang! You just got stopped out with the winning trade. Bummer. And that's how you do it. Everybody with me?
Yep. Thank you.
So now if you're going to do something cheaper, like say you have a small account, and you have $1,000, so then you can only trade with $200 in a trade, which is over leveraging. But let's just say you do it. You buy this right here, one contract for $199, $200. Same thing. It's going to change to one contract, so just pretend I'm not changing this. You bought one. You immediately go into your contract. You go to trail stop limit. And let's say at 20% ROI, you want to go risk-free. So if you paid $199, that means at $2.20, that'll be where your trail stop limit is placed. That is where your trail stop will be engaged. And then you put your stop limit 220. And if you want to go on a 10% trail stop or a 10-cent trail, then you do 10 cents. 10 cents trails the option amount, just so keep that in mind. Everybody always asks me what I like to use. It really depends on the option price that I buy. I'm not using a 10-cent trail stop if I buy $1,000 contract. But if I buy a $100, $200, $300 contract and the price is tight, I will use a 10-cent trail stop to give it a little bit of wiggle room in case it keeps expanding to the upside. And that bad boy will pull up right there with me. So that's just what I personally use. There is no magical number, what number to use. You have to use what you like. I recommend using 5 and 10-cent trails. And if you get into something that costs $5 and $6 and higher, then I'd go to 50-cent trail stop. But that's just me.
Yeah,
Hey, Brandon.
I got
What's
one
up?
more question for you.
Brandon, I'm not that bright, and I don't think that, everybody's brighter than me. But just in case you aren't, show them like I don't know why, as many times as you tell me how to calculate it, I just get an ideal, like say for instance on my chart, if I know I want to go to a support line and then trigger my trail stop, because I know the value on the chart. If you go back to that to the option chain, just in case they can't remember, see the little expected TGT price at the bottom in the green box? Sometimes I set mine based on that because and then I'll do my confirm and wait till it hits the value I want, boom, and I hit my confirm. Because sometimes I don't know how to do the math. I'm just stupid that way.
Yeah, I mean, you do it however you want. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was just saying for somebody else that maybe can't do the math, that's another option. Because as many times as Brandon told me how to do the math, I'll just I'll ask him again or save that video.
So I mean, real quick, I mean, it's like, what's up?
I got one more question for you.
What's up?
On the Swing Master Pro, if you're on your daily chart, and you're taking one of those signals on your daily chart for a swing, are you
Yes, sir.
at the end of the day, or you're entering? Basically, are you entering like you would if you were using your reversal alert at the end of the day?
No, sir. As soon as I get the alert, I'm taking the trade.
Okay, even if it repaints, if it goes.
Yep, I'm taking it because
Okay,
it's a valid alert. I mean, I know where my stop loss is. You know what I mean?
got it. All right.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Also, another question, right? On the Swing Master Pro, the best time you said is 3 minutes, 1 minute, and 2 minutes, not 5 minutes.
I can't.
For scalping.
Yeah, I didn't say that. But I said I can say for me, I like to use the 2 minute. For me scalping. So like today, every day when you get Swing Master Pro, I'm an elite group, and today, one of my stocks we were watching was Tesla, right? So we already talked about this a little bit. I come here to the 2 minute chart, and let's reset this. I got a buy right here at 245, right? And I also have a Trend Box Pro, which if I put on the 15-minute chart, today we had a 70% probability, but I wanted to take a ceiling break. And today this doesn't happen often, but it can happen. And that's why you need to use proper risk management, right? So today I took a Tesla right here because I saw it break. If we zoom in, it broke the ceiling just by a hair, right? Which is gnarly. The thing got me today. So I took a ceiling break right here, and then price come down, and he got stopped out. And then I took another ceiling break over here, and I got some of the money back, right? But without Trendbox Pro, typically that doesn't happen, but it can happen, and that's why you need to use proper risk management. But just on Swingmaster Pro, if you look at it on a 2-minute chart, you take every single 2-minute signal, you could have gotten in a trade right here, and this would have been a loser. So use the previous bar, which you get training on after you get it. This will be your stop out right here. You get a loss right there. Then you take your sell right here, and right there's your stop out, real tight stops. Then price pushes down. Then you get your buy here, price pushes up. So I said to watch Tesla, and that played pretty decent. I said to watch Home Depot, and we got this buy. This is typically what happens. You can see we got our candles are green. We break the ceiling. Price goes right up to our target, and you got a double whammy. But we were actually in this trade right here at 303, and you could have held it to 307. That's about a 60-70% ROI winner today alone, right? Another thing I trade every day, I trade ES without Trendbox Pro. Check out what ES did. So coming in here, let me reset this. Where we at here? All right, so coming into the market, right here was the market open 9:30. We don't have any trade. We got our first signal over here, and price rolls on up. We got our first short right here. Everyone thought I was crazy for taking a short right here, right? Look what happened. 45.11, and it went down here to 45.01. That's a 10-point drop. You come here and put Trendbox Pro on. Guess what? What colors are candles? Candles are green. We break the ceiling. Price pushes up. What was the probability today to break the ceiling? Well, let's check it out. ES, we had a 73% probability plus the candles were green. That is a pretty good advantage if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? So that's just me though. And you come back here to the 2-minute chart. Typically they're real smooth like butter, and you can go about your business. Now you come here to the 5-minute chart and you don't get any signals. You got your first buy right here. You don't get any signals, right? All the way until 14 o'clock, which is 2 p.m. That's too long for me. So I know if I go here to the 1-minute and 2-minute, I'm looking to take buys and only buys because what was the trend on the 5-minute, right? Trend on the 5-minute was a buy. Well, if that's a buy, I'm taking a ceiling break, which was a winner. 1-minute break right here. Doesn't look like a big move, but guess what? 45.17 went to 45.20. There's 3 points, enough to go risk-free. Here's another buy, another winner. But I really like the 2-minute because that is kind of like the central point. But that's just my opinion on it. You come in here, look at this yesterday, and typically you'll get trades just like this right here, where price opens up, you get a sell, and that's enough to drop from 44.11 up here to 44.13. You get a risk-free trade, break out for a break even, and you get a buy. Price squirts on up to the upside. The previous day, keep on running it back. We come in here. Here's the open. We got this short, 43.76. Went down to 42 or 72. There's 4 points. You could have got two-point winner off that after going risk-free. Here's another. I think this one went another 4 or 5 points. Here's another 10-point drop, another 10-point drop, another 10-point rise. And that's on a 2-minute chart. So you know me, I got the funded account. Now it's time to pick it up and really get a couple accounts. But the thing is you just don't have to trade, and you don't have to trade ES. You know, Dow and all of them trend a little bit easier. Guess what? You got your sell right here. On the future side, that's easy money. NQ. Same thing. Guess what? You got your sell alert right here. We turn Trendbox Pro off, and you got your sell right there. Price pushes down. You got your sell here. Price pushes down. You got your buy here. Price pushes up. This sell, probably, nope, it wouldn't have. So you would have got in right here, and here would have been your stop out. Almost would have got nicked out before pushing down. And these moves don't look like a lot, but think about it. This move right here, 62 to 56, that's about eight points on the future side. That's a good one. Here's another one. It went from 59 down here to 32. That's a grand slam. But if that's too fast for you, go to the 5-minute and only trade the 5-minute signals, and they're very powerful. So that's just what I like to do. Troy.
Yeah, my bad. I misunderstood. I trade a lot of MMQ, and can't wait to get the script to start doing it. And I've been training on the 5 right now, so that's what I wanted to know about the different time frames. That's all. And then the yellow and the green basically being the pullbacks, right? On the Swing Master Pro.
Let's see here.
The candle, my bad.
No,
You got to go too.
Yellow and green. What do you mean yellow and green?
They see the candle that's basically red around. I mean, the outside is red, but the candle is green.
So that means that the candle is actually a red candle, but since it's green, it's still in an uptrend.
All right, no problem. My bad. That's what I mean. Uptrend. All right, got you. I can't wait to
So
get trained
candles
on
are
this.
all
All right.
green because you got to go by the body. It's not the outside, but the outside is coded to show you, like, realistically, that is a bearish candle in a regular standard candle, but the trend is still up.
Got it.
Yes, sir. And then we'll just leave it on. Then yesterday we had then I'll give you back your night. Yesterday we had UPS come here to the 2-minute. If you trade stock options, this was, where's yesterday? The 13th. We had this sell right there. That thing fell about 30 cents. You had your buy here. You had your sell there. UPS was a stock that we expected to get some volatility. That's too fast for you. Then come here to the 5-minute chart, and you can check it out right there. You got your first buy. Don't ever get stopped out. That pushes up to the, or here's the 13th. You got your sell right there. You got your buy, and price pushes up. The other stock we had was AMD. AMD yesterday right here. Look at the sell we got. And that bad boy shakes and bakes straight to the downside. You know me. I like the 2-minute. 5-minute was down. So what do we have on the 2-minute? They red. You know what I'm saying? They red. So we should be good. But once again, if we're trending down, what do we see right here? We see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can take your short right there again. Price pushes down. You got 1, 2, 3, 4. You can take your short right there. Price pushes down. So that's a little bit more advanced, and we'll talk about that a different time. But other than that, hey, it's past 10. I value your guys' time. I appreciate yous. If you ever have any questions, anybody have any last-minute questions?
I want to say thank you. I appreciate it. I didn't get any